in question 9. So our sample is the 840 people in the Northeast between the ages of 18 and 25. The statistic here, which because it's a proportion would be a p hat, would be 6.1% or 0.061. When we look at the, I definitely just hung up on a call I was trying to actually take, hence my pausing the video. So hopefully they call back and I pause the video again. So in B, the most specific population you can make inferences about, again, just be careful. You want to just chop off the number in the survey. So people in the Northeast between the ages of 18 and 25. So basically, this is our population. That's the approximate margin of error. So it's just going to be 1 over the square root of n, which is going to be 1 over the square root of 840. And if I do 1 divided by the square root of 840, that's going to give us about 0.0345. So about a 3.45% margin of error. All right, so if we want to figure out is 10% likely, we need to get a range of values. So our p hat was 0.061. Our margin of error, we just found to be 0.345. If we do p hat plus or minus our margin of error, we're going to get, let's see if I add it, adding will be easy. We're going to get 0.0955. And if I subtract it, I'm going to get 0.0365. I should probably just make sure so I'm not lying to you. 0.061 minus 0.0345. 0.0265. Jesus, that was terrible. Like, why do your parents trust me to be the one who teaches you math? So that would be our ranges. And so would 10%, at least 10%, so 0.1 is not in the interval. So having at least 10% would not be feasible or plausible. Well, it wouldn't be plausible. So 10% is not, I should say at least 10% is not plausible. Notice that this really also depends on the wording of the question. If I said is at least 1% plausible, well then yeah, even though 0.1 isn't in this interval, everything in there is greater than 1. So at least 0.1, well, we have a bunch of values that are at least 1%. For question E, I don't know. I hope I get some good answers on that one. What would not taste good in a taco? There's so many choices here. I'll leave it to your youthful imaginations. Is the 0.61 a descriptive or an inferential? It's descriptive because it just describes the data. We're not making predictions from it. And the number of good friends, so it's going to be quantitative because it represents a quantity. You could subtract from the number of good friends. You could add the number of good friends, and it makes sense numerically.